Merkley. Next, we have West Virginia senators here. The entire delegation has arrived, and they're here to introduce Dr. Gupta. Senator Manchin, we'll start with you.
Thank you, Senator Durbin and Senator Grassley, and all my colleagues and friends that sit on this prestigious committee. We're going to stay in the same neighborhood, so we're in good shape here. It's an honor introducing my fellow West Virginian to the Judiciary Committee today, Dr. Rahul Gupta, nominee for the Director of the Office of National Drug Control Policy. But first, you need to know about this person. Before I start with his incredible career, I want to note the wonderful people who support Dr. Gupta that are here today. His wife, Dr. Seema Gupta, and Dr. Seema Gupta, who currently serves as a physician at the VA. Dr. Seema. And then he has twin boys, Arca and Drew, and I've known these boys since they were babies and watched them grow. Now, here's the accomplishment. They both completed undergraduate degrees at Yale. They both are at Harvard now, one in law and one in medicine. Now, I think that says everything you need to know about Dr. Gupta. First of all, to have such an accomplished family and as a father and a husband. Dr. Gupta currently serves as the Chief Medical and Health Officer and Senior Vice President at the March of Dimes and Interim Chief Science Office overseeing the research and global health portfolio, a clinical professor in the Department of Medicine at Georgetown University School of Medicine. He is also an adjunct professor in the Department of Health Policy, Management Leadership in the School of Public Health at West Virginia University, and visiting faculty at Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health. I'm proud that yet another West Virginian has been nominated to serve the American people, and I have no doubt that Dr. Gupta will be a dedicated director of the ONDCP. As a longtime resident of our home state of West Virginia, Dr. Gupta served as the Health Commissioner of West Virginia under both a Democrat and Republican governor, and led the state's response to this horrible drug epidemic that we have in our state and all across our country. Dr. Gupta, as you can tell, has also received bipartisan support from myself and my friend and my colleague, Senator Capito, also from Republican Governor Justice. Both have touted, we all have touted his valuable contributions to battling the drug epidemic in our home state. I myself, when I was governor, had the honor of working with Dr. Gupta, and he served as the director of the Kanawha County Health Department so many times during this horrible ravage of opiate overdose and the epidemic we have going on in the state. He would talk and converse with me, and we would talk together about how we would approach this problem, how we could overcome this problem. And he did so many things and been such valued friendship to help me through the most difficult times of fighting this horrible scourge on our state. As a primary care physician, Dr. Gupta intimately understands the needs of communities across America, and he'd be the first physician, as you've noted out, Dr. Durbin. Dr. Durbin. Well, why not? We're in the neighborhood. Senator Durbin, as you noted, that he would be the first to hold this position as a physician. As a commissioner of the West Virginia Bureau of Public Health, Dr. Gupta saw firsthand the devastation that the opiate epidemic has unleashed on the communities and led statewide efforts to tackle the drug epidemic. His work leading efforts to combat drug epidemic in a state with one of the worst overdose rates in the nation, where we lost 1,377 West Virginians to fatal drug-related overdoses just last year, 1 year, makes him well prepared to lead similar efforts on a national scale. I don't think a better person who's had up front, on the front line of fighting this epidemic would ever be better prepared than Dr. Gupta. We have lost 93,331 Americans in the last year alone. In 2017, he was even named West Virginian of the Year as a result of these efforts that he's been fighting. So he is a dedicated public servant. He has served West Virginians admirably throughout his time as a health commissioner. I'm proud to introduce him along with my colleague, Senator Capito. Strongly support his nomination to be director of ONDCP, and I urge my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to support Dr. Gupta's nomination and look forward to working with him, and I look forward for you all to get to know him better, because I guarantee you it'll be a pleasure. Thank you.
Thanks, Senator Manchin, and thanks